welcome to another episode of Living with Ulcerative Colitis. I'm Maya, and today's video I decided to show the meal prep that I am doing for the first week of school. I am a college student. This is my last year. And so I kind of have this kind of down pat, but I thought it would be helpful for people who just recently got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, or you have an inflammatory bowel disease and you don't know what foods are good to eat, and complete meals are really important. So I have 3 complete meals that will pose as breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but most of them can be used interchangeably. And so what we're making is I don't want to butcher this Italian word, penne, a penne Alfredo. That is the dinner, and then I'm making basically a spiced tofu, kind of like a lo mein, and then I am making an egg fried rice. So I plan to use all the ingredients that are on this table and explain a little bit about how I make them and why I make it that way. So this here is just a basic sauce blend. I don't know if you guys can actually see this. It is just it's just soy sauce, some spicy chili paste, and some sugar, and it also included green onion, but I didn't use green onion because sometimes if I'm eating a lot of stuff that has a lot of onions and different foods that are odorants, I try to make sure to cut down somewhere, and so instead of green onion, I used lemongrass, which is a really good substitute. It also gives the lemongrass flavor, which tastes subtly like lemons, but yeah, so that's the sauce. And then for this recipe, I'm going to need carrots. And the thing about carrots is when you talk to your dietitian after you're diagnosed with UC, they will usually give you a bunch of foods that they say that you can't eat when you have an ostomy, and then later on you might be able to eat. And so for different things, I found different ways for my body to be able to digest them. For carrots, the recipe called for raw carrots, but I can't digest raw carrots, so I lightly steamed them, boiled them. I don't know. Blanched. Thank you, voice that definitely is not in the corner. And I do it until, here, I'll show you. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of messy. I do it until a fork, a little closer, a fork can go through it. And that's how I know that I can digest it. And my poor family members, they all kind of suffered with me in the whole process. And then you might notice, this is also part of the same dish. This is bok choy. And you might notice that most of it, I'm sorry, I got a little tired, is finely chopped. And that is because for spinach and stuff, if it is pan fried, I find that I can digest it. But when it's like bok choy or something that has kind of like this crunchy bit is harder for me to digest. And so when it's finely chopped, it fries more evenly and I'm able to digest it. So this, and this is just garlic oil. This didn't have anything to do with UC. It's mostly for the flavoring of the sauce. So I'm just gonna add some of this. And the reason I decided to make 3 meals at the same time is because if you are a person that cooks, you know that cooking is very exhausting. And for me, I try to knock it out in one day so that I don't have to do it throughout the rest of the week during school, because I find that I get really stressed out. And when I get stressed out, I kind of have a diminished appetite. So I'm trying to like eat. And so having meals already prepped helps me in doing that. So now we're going to put this in a pan with our already boiled, I think they're, what type of noodles are they? Arrowroot? But our noodles, just. All right, so I'm now going to make everything in the pan, and I'm going to show you what it looks like afterwards. guys, so I finished the different meals. So this is the egg fried rice, which can also be used as a breakfast meal, and since I'm going to be waking up early and running out of the house, it'll be probably what I use. And I have these little containers, and so this is like for the main course and then 2 sides and stuff. I usually carry some type of fruit, so I usually don't use one of the sides, but these are really handy. And this is like the lo mein version. I kind of made up the recipe as I went. And then the tofu, I use it for both the egg fried rice and the lo mein, so it's in a separate container. And then this is the broccoli Alfredo with penne noodles. And so I'm excited because when I usually get the energy to do this, I try to make the foods that I'm craving that week, and I was craving all of this, so it'll be a very fun week. And I know that by meal planning, I will actually eat the meals on time because I'll have them and I won't be like piecing together meals. But I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know if you guys have any questions, but like, share, and subscribe, and bye guys.